Hey, welcome to Earthy Goddess Mumma. It is Sunday, the 2nd of September 2018, and I'm here today for your daily tarot reading. Welcome. My name is Kathy. If this is the first time to my channel, and this is a completely general reading. I'm feeling into the general astrological aspects and energies, and then using the tarot to see what other messages may want to come through. So today we have the moon in Taurus until 6 p.m. this evening, Australian Eastern Standard Time, when it moves into Gemini. Once it moves into Gemini, we'll be more communicative, sort of flirty, social. The ability to step through a new gateway is the glyph. It's the lovers in the tarot. So Gemini is an air sign, mutable air. So today, with the aspects that are around, we've got the moon trining Mars. So the moon in Taurus, and then Gemini trining Mars in Capricorn. Also moon sextile Chiron, Mercury sextile Venus, Jupiter trine Neptune, Jupiter sextile Pluto, and we also have that Saturn squared Chiron. So it is a really amazing time for healing and deep introspection today, especially with the Sun in opposition to Neptune. The Sun is in Virgo, Neptune in Pisces. Yeah, and with Neptune also sextiling Pluto, it's a day of deep introspection, healing wounds, conscious patterns. You know, maybe after yesterday's, maybe you ended up having some form of exchange where you felt annoyed or not heard, or something come up for you. Something was illuminated with the moon, the shadow aspect, the moon card that came up last night, and it's left you in a space today of really wanting to go inward and really get to the heart of why that triggered you, perhaps why something that someone did, an exchange that you had, triggered you. Because we just want to get back to balance. It's what I was talking about yesterday. It's what the reading was all about yesterday, trying to find that center point again. But to be able to do that, we need to heal all of the fragments. Because at our essence, we're always at balance and harmony. Our essence is the core of who we are. But we've become, fragmented and clouded. Our radiance has been clouded. So it's time for us to really go deep and heal some of these wounds. Because I've just got this quote here that I love so much, and it came up when I was just sort of looking at today's aspects and the energy around today. It's from Gabrielle Bernstein. She wrote The Universe Has Your Back. The pathway to healing occurs when you love yourself so much that the darkness of the past can no longer coexist with your faith in the light of the present moment. So it's all about acceptance, being present, loving yourself, and that's when healing starts to happen. I mean, you have to really love and honor yourself to want to be introspective anyway. And yeah, it can be scary when there's aspects of yourself that you don't really want to see, like I touched on yesterday. But what we're actually doing is, we're tapping back into our inner beauty and our inner richness, our inner radiance that just wants to shine out naturally. But we have sort of just been masking it with all the fragments, with all of these beliefs that we've picked up on the way that have been really hindering us. I did a reading a while ago that said, do we really need beliefs at all? And like I said the other day, if we're living from present moment to present moment, what's beliefs got to do with that? What have beliefs got to do with being present? How does that play into your life when you're an open vessel? It's just something to ponder, it's just something to ponder. So it's a life-changing kind of opportunity today to really let go of faulty beliefs. The Sun in Virgo is all about healing. And with the moon squaring Mercury, the moon moving into Gemini, squaring Mercury in Leo, again, it's a time to really, really be mindful of how we're communicating. firstly to ourselves, because Virgo can be very self-critical. And so that would be a really amazing thing to do today, to really sit with what narrative are you telling yourself? What are you telling yourself? What story do you have for yourself? What is the role that you're playing? You've given yourself this role. What is that role? Who are you? What beliefs do you have about yourself? Are they true? Is that what you want for your future? I'm sorry, it's got really windy. First time I've been able to be outside for ages, because I'm actually home. I just haven't been home. So yeah, I mean, is the story you're telling yourself who you want to be? Yeah? Do you like your narrative? Do you want to be your most radiant and beautiful self? Then you need to accept where you're at and heal whatever comes up. Heal any uncomfort that comes to the surface. Sit with it. Maybe I'm hearing, like yesterday, someone, there's a behavior in someone else that you saw and you like were judging it. But then you realized as soon as you judge that behavior, it's like, oh my God, it's an aspect of me. Oh my God, exactly. That's exactly how I am. I do that. And maybe it was a more heightened example in the person in front of you, or maybe not. It's compassion. This is where compassion comes from. This is unity consciousness. But we're all the same. But we all have annoying quirks. And if it annoys us, it's ours. It's just ours. And we've got to own that. And it's kind of cool when you get to that place. So yeah, Sun and Virgo can really analyze feelings. So we have Neptunian Piscean energy that really, connected to divine source and that spiritually watery fantasy world of really being able to go deep with yourself. And then Virgo has the ability to make practical changes, like to accept, to let go and heal deeply. I mean, you might get to a point where, with Virgo will be the guiding force in you seeking out another conscious being to heal something that's really deep inside of you that perhaps you cannot shift on your own. And that's great that you can admit that to yourself, because that's getting to know yourself deeply when you really tried to move something but you're realizing that it's still happening in your life. You're still attracting certain people, you're still getting triggered by certain behaviors in others, because the human condition is all about healing. And when you've done a bit of healing, this is why we're here to help each other and lift each other up. This is Sun in Virgo. I have lots of planets in my 6th house, and my moon is in Virgo as well, my midheaven. So I really resonate with Virgo, and understanding that our experiences, we've learned from our experiences. We are not our experiences. Our experiences don't make us, but at the same time they give us strength and the capacity to have compassion for others that are going through similar things. And so, the human condition, like I was saying before, is all about healing, and the illusion of our existence is duality. And we're all moving away. Hopefully through this healing, we're tapping into our shared state of being. And we're all moving towards unity consciousness, and it's up to each and every one of us to have compassion for each other. So yeah, that's cool. Oh my God, I went through that. Gosh, yeah. And like I was saying yesterday, really let people know of your struggles. Let them know that you've fallen down, and yeah, it might look like you've got things together, but you're still healing. There's always elements of healing. Things are going to come into your life that are going to, tower moments are going to come in, the 5 of Cup moments are going to come in, and there are times for deep healing, because if we feel any real deep pain, if the pain just doesn't move through us quickly and gets blocked, and not being able to express freely, then we know that there's some extra healing to do, that something's created. The blocks happened for a particular reason, maybe from a past life or an early life experience, trauma, or a faulty belief. You know, this is all the energy work I do. All my details are below. We get to the core wound, we go back, and then we illuminate that core wound and change the narrative through affirmations and sound frequency, getting deep into the subconscious and shifting faulty thoughts and beliefs, so you can, you know, manifest your the most vibrant aspects of you, the essence of who you are, the essence and the hollow bone, so you can sit with and be the creative spark you were meant to be, that you're always destined to be, before all these unconscious patternings and fragmentation come in to take over who you are and how you express yourself. Kind of dark, sorry. I am here. Okay, I have Osho Zen here. Let's just see what Osho wants to tell us about this Chiron healing energy that's around, the deep introspection that can go on today. Stepping through a gateway into a new life. Because, yeah, there has been the Seven of Wands can be about standing your ground in the standard deck. And I'm hearing this stress is going on because of, look, this is like what we had last night with the Six of Wands, blowing your own horn and look at me. So today I'm hearing, instead of using up all your chi or your energy in verbal exchanges with others and being really busy, it's time to actually, deflate that ball, sit on the earth, drop all those candles, quit the noise, get silent, and sit on the earth. Sit on the earth and see what comes up today. The opposite of this energy. So that's Mercury in Leo, squared Moon in Gemini. That's going to be quite a big energy for tomorrow, especially because the moon's not moving into Gemini until tonight for us. There's a new understanding that comes once you drop all of this and start sitting on the earth and just sit with yourself today, and not to be too busy. I mean, Gemini can be quite scattered. It's quite a scattered energy with the moon moving into Gemini. And, you know, Mercury in Leo is loud and overconfident. So this is water. This is the page of water. I'm hearing there's peaceful offering of love, a peaceful offering of love to yourself. And that offer of love comes in the shape of healing. Doing this, like dropping everything and sitting on the earth. Understanding that you've always been free. It's only your beliefs and old unconscious patterns that have kept you in a state of enclosure, I'm hearing, in a state of self-exile, hermit energy. It's time to go out. It's time to join the party. It's time to fly free. You could not get to that understanding, though, with all the stress. This is what needs to be healed today. Stress. Because there's a new awareness. You're breaking through this veil. Maya. Illusion. No duality. We are all the same at our core as Buddha. But it's just these shadowies, like with the lens isn't clear. The way we perceive the world isn't clear. We perceive the world through our narratives. What stories are you telling yourself? What unconscious stories are you telling yourself, really? Are you on autopilot or are you in conscious control? It's time to break through. Break through and get back to the essence of who you really are. And that is living with complete freedom in the present moment. Without the heaviness of, excuse me, let's get my cat down. without the need for justifying anything that you're doing. Because you've built walls around you. You're hiding. You're hiding behind a wall. I think you've even dug a moat. You don't want anyone to get there. You're hoarding all your inner beauty and your inner richness. You're keeping it for yourself. She's not looking very happy. All the juice is drying up. She's not juicy or radiant. There's no sexual energy with her at all. She's lost all her vibrancy, her radiance, her light, her prana, her chi. She's all shriveled up because she's clutching too tightly. This is duality. This is believing she's separate, believing she's different, and that, you know, there's not enough. Lack consciousness. This is mine. You're not having it. It's an illusion too. I was listening to the Tao Te Ching this morning. You know, 3 wonderful things that we can do as human beings is to have mercy, be frugal, and so mercy, frugality, and humility. Yeah. None of these things here. It's the opposite of that, and that's why her life force is being sucked out of her. It's a complete opposite of this Buddha-like figure. Flexible, soft, curious, open, free-flowing. Yeah, we've got the two of Pentacles again today. We had this yesterday. And yes, life is a constant balancing act, for sure. But look at the serenity on his face, because he's got a spiritual practice happening. He's got a busy life, yeah. He's got a lot going on. I really feel these energies. He's got a lot going on, but he's not here feeling the noise and the stress of it. He's here. In this moment, this next moment, meeting each moment and doing it with grace and with ease and serenity. Not with noise and wasting all your chi by complaining about everything you have to do or how this was sabotaged and how this went wrong. Just quietly going about your tasks, getting things done. Because you've got to practice. Maybe you do qigong in the morning or yoga, or you sit in meditation for however long. Maybe you just walk barefoot on the earth in the morning, chanting some beautiful mantra. Whatever your practice is, it helps with balancing the busyness of life. It helps with understanding that we're free to dwell here now. We're free to celebrate each moment. We're free to feel into the joy and ecstasy and beauty of every moment, because we're not telling any negative narratives. We're not going on about our beliefs. We don't need anyone to understand us. Because we have understanding of ourselves, our own truth. We've reached this place of understanding and awareness. That we understand that life is, we just need to meet every day, every moment, meet it with serenity and calmness and gentleness, because we've got the spiritual practice. And then when we do this, we can feel into the magic and joy of each moment. We can let go of any self-sabotaging limitations we may have had in the past, because we've reached this new awareness that these energies don't serve us at all. Building walls and telling the story of how busy you are and how much you have to do. Yeah, you might be busy and pushing people away, holding on to your money and just being secluded. Like this is duality. This is complete duality. This is not calling in, you know. I'm seeing this energy as more having that connection with the divine, that understanding that when you're in a place of appreciation for everything you have going on in your life, then you activate that support, that non-physical support into your world. This is the opposite. This is pushing against how much you have to do. And it's creating more, and it's creating obstacles, and it's needing to defend yourself and needing to go on and wasting all your chi, your prana, your shakti on talking too much. This is Mercury and Leo. And this is not wanting anyone to get close. This is lack consciousness. This is having armor around your wounds rather than stepping into a new understanding of what these wounds are and how you can reach a new level of spiritual growth and awareness today if you want to, or you can resist. You choose. You can resist and stay here, or trust that this healing energy is around today. If you get to a new awareness and understanding in a place of deep celebration and joy and magic for what this life is all about, and infinitely meeting each moment, showing up, being present with yourself and being present with everything that you've got going on in your practical world, and doing it with such grace and ease. So take the time today. Maybe it's a beautiful day to sit with. It doesn't have to be a chore. Spiritual practice is not a chore, and if it's a chore, then you're not doing. You haven't got it yet. It's got to be something that you love to do, that you enjoy doing, because spiritual practice is just getting to a place of being receptive, listening. Neptune, Pisces, trine Jupiter and Scorpio. And when you listen and be receptive, you open up that good luck planet of Jupiter. You get to a new level of understanding through listening, through receptivity. I will read it, actually. Wonder if it's going to stay there. It's a little bit windy. The guinea fowl right there, I'm sorry. Yeah, anyway, they're there if you can hear that squeaky noise. You're about to receive an important message from your higher self, or alternatively, from someone dear to you who has passed into the realm of the spirit world. The information you receive will clarify and shed light on something important to you. Over the coming days, try to relax, switch off from the outside world at times, bring your focus within, and listen out for intuitive whispers that flow through your mind, or feelings that swell up from within your heart center. When the time is right, you'll know. It is often when you least expect it. But you need to be quiet to receive. You need to sit quietly with yourself and some meditative practice today. It will really serve you. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your magical Sunday. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.